Hi, I'm John with the Space Between. We'll be doing a little breath work today. So find a comfortable seat. So I'm a big fan of kneeling position, symmetric legs, so your hips will be symmetric. If kneeling is not something that feels comfortable in your body, you can of course sit cross-legged, or maybe try some padding underneath the shins or underneath the knees, maybe underneath the ankles as well. But we'll just land in that comfortable seat. You can close down the eyes if you'd like. And then just slowly trace the breath. You follow it in through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs. Notice if it goes into the front body, the back body, into the belly, into the ribs, or maybe a little bit of a mix of both. Take a big breath in, fill up. Open mouth, sigh it out. Another big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, release. Last one, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Seal the lips. Just breathe evenly in and out through the nose. Try to fill up low into the belly as you're breathing in and out. And while you're doing that, we'll bring our hands to our hips. Just kind of find the different points on the sit bone. So as you rock your hip points back in space, you'll feel the back of your sit bones. And then hip points are going to come forward as you inhale. You roll across the middle of the sit bones and then onto the front. You might notice your perineum connecting down onto the block. Good. Exhale, tip back. Just creating this forward and backward movement with the hips as you breathe in and out. You can almost picture it as like little cat-cows, but just in the hips. So if you find yourself with your shoulders moving about, like forward and backwards, it's less a rib movement and more of a hip movement. Just taking the hips forward and back. Good, we'll add on to this. As you inhale through the nose, you're gonna tip the hips forward. Good, rolling onto the front end of the sit bones. And then think about lifting the front of the heart and back of the heart up by rooting down into the sit bone. So it's not really a leaning back of the heart, it's a lifting up. Front and back. And then last part is tucking the chin into the neck. Good, and as you exhale, you can just rock the hips back, a more neutral position, shoulders down the back, everything softens. Inhale, hips tip, good, heart lifts up, chin in, ears back. And even though the ribs are lifting up, the shoulders are rocking down. Good, give yourself a nice double chin at the top, crown still facing the ceiling. Good, exhale to soften. Take a few more breaths like this, just little rocks forward and lifting, elongating the spine, so creating that axial decompression or spinal traction to lengthen the spine on the inhales and soften on the exhales. Good, take 2 more rounds on your own. Eyes closed. And once you've completed those 2, just bring your hips slightly forward. We'll just land in that slightly elongated position. Hip points forward, perineum down onto the block, and then heart lifted. Good. We'll come to a Kapalabhati breath, which is belly breaths. That's marked by a sharp exhale out the nose. So it's really just the diaphragm moving up with the exhales, and you don't really have to inhale because the diaphragm neutralizes and pulls air in. So it's not an active inhale, it's just an active exhale. Probably helps to put hands to the belly, kind of feel the belly move in with a sharp exhale out of the nose. So for those at home, I'd like you to exhale out the nose, but for the sake of sound, I'm going to exhale out the mouth just so you can hear kind of the pacing of the breath. So we'll start pretty slow at about a ch, 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 Keep going at this pace. Just to get used to that movement, especially if this is your first time doing Kapalabhati breath. This skull shining breath energizes as well as clears the sinuses. If you'd like, you can take it a little bit faster. So it's often done at a pretty decent pace, but you can kind of work up to that with time and take it at your own speed. Take it as like a and you can keep going at that speed, or whatever pace that you can naturally want to go. So it takes a little bit of time to build up a breathwork practice, especially when you're breathing a bit differently than you usually do. We'll take a little bit more time here. Just take it at your pace. And hands can be on the lap or on the belly, depending on what kind of allows you to experience this breathwork best. We'll keep going for about 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, float the hands down. Hands on the lap, palms up, roll the shoulders down the back. Good, return to a few normal belly breaths. Good, we'll take it into a bellows breath, which is somewhat similar to Kapalabhati, except that it is a sharp in and a sharp out. So it's going to be a So I don't know how well you can hear my breath through this, but it's in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Take this a little bit longer. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Float the arms down. Good. We'll take that bellows breath once more. We're gonna go hands on the shoulders. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. I really want you to focus on the hips here, rooting down. You might notice that you feel like a little bouncy with this as you pick up the pace, but I want you to really try to twist from the torso and less so from the hips. So you might feel like kind of your knees moving a little bit back and forth. Stillness below the belt. So inhale, left. Exhale, right. In, out, in, out, in, out. In, out, in, out. And it doesn't have to be like fastest, craziest thing you've ever done. Just take it at a pace that you still maintain control over the lower half of your body. So in, out, in, out. You can do eyes open, eyes closed, but tall spine the entire time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, float the hands down. Hands down on the lap, palms up toward the ceiling. Close the eyes. Pull your ears back and lift the chin just a hair. Normal breaths, whatever your body naturally wants to do. Let the shoulders down the back. And with our last breath together, the only trick to this one is lifting the corners of your mouth on the exhale. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, side out. All right, thank you for spending some time with me. Hope you enjoyed the breath work. Namaste.